Well, hello there, everybody. Now then, let's see what we're ought to do tonight, and welcome to the stream. I'm going to go for a few more technical details. I'll leave you to the noxious shuffling of my bajillion cats in my house for a second. And then we're going to assemble a brave party of feline warriors. Hey poet, welcome. And then we hopefully will finally get through the Ice Age. I didn't manage to get that done the last time I tried it. Okay, so let's see. Who's going to be the brave few? Pongo, the not so smart. Oh well. Sid, pretty decent. No mutations though. That only means we're not going to lose too much. And this is also part 2, or part of my turn-based fest streams, so happy to have you folks again. Those of you who were around yesterday on the Dwarf Fortress stream. Ooh, this is some solid necromancer material here. Ah, come on. Hello there, Elle. Long time no see. So happy to see you again. Hope you're well. And, thanks for still being around after me not being around for a while. Okay, let's assemble the squad. There's a fair chance that we're not going to make it too far. Act 3 is really ruddy. Okay, this is some top-notch archer material if I ever saw some. We're going to roll with a cleric because I like clerics. I already said that this is to me a necromancer. And who's the last one? Me too, Elle, me too. Hey, Joran, welcome. So happy to see you. It's been a while indeed. You're another one of those folks who just are always around, it seems. A pleasure. Alright, I figured that we're going to go for a butcher cat. Yeah, I mean, sharpened claws on a melee cat, excellent. Tunnel on a archer cat, also excellent. And hallowed ground, yeah, let's not talk about the hallowed ground. Absorb, also a really excellent spell, so we're really sending some of the best that I got currently. Okay. But I mean, I only bring good news after my break of all that streaming business. We're really on a very, very good spot recently. All right. Let's make a dodge chance happen here. My archer guy. What's up? Terrain walk. Thrill of the hunt. Ugh, that's a pretty annoying one. Could give him a rocket launcher though, to get those kills per combat easier to get it. How about a space helmet? Would you like that? I certainly do. Alright. Probably that one, but we are already... Okay. Holy Dash, at least we got a heal. Evil Patron means we can use our healing abilities to damage enemies. Nice. I like that one. Okay. Let's give that dude a rotisserie chicken so they can stay healthy and well. Reanimate. Parasitic. Ooh, nifty. So, something to do damage to ourselves could be quite nice for this little guy here. I don't know, El, what you're referring to with level, but if you're referring to the Act 3, then that's the last part of the story, so to speak. If not, I'm taking another guess. Dang, my item section is really not in a spot where I like it to be. Backstab. Yeah, let's take the flesh route. That at least is a good source of armor. But yeah, it's very disappointing assortment of items here. I guess we should bring the top hat, though. It's always nice to bring a bomb. Ah, the level 1, that's just what they start at, and at the beginning of an adventure. Oh yeah, Yorin. I think this might be one you could be also liking, because it's a lot of team building and a lot of comboing and a lot of things that you usually like in games. The only thing that is the art style is a little debatable. But yeah, there's always something to nitpick about, I guess. Welcome back, Pote. Okay, so let's see. I hate this level. Half dog leaps with knockback. Leap attacks when it's damaged. Alright. These are so much a trap, so to speak. Alright, Dr. Ditto. Explosive rockets that hit will fear if in melee. Body revives at the end of the round. Of course. Because everything else would be easy. God. Act 3 is such a nightmare. Okay, so this is not too nice. Because my cleric is standing in the trajectory of that thing. Tell you what, we're going to face tank it like that. Oh. Cop bots. I remember those now. Okay. 13 HP still this thing. But then hated. Boy. At least the cop bots are more or less working for me and not so much against me. Because they keep firing at their allies. At least something that's rocking towards my victory. Let's make something like that happen. Ah, the cop is not armed yet. Ow. These damn half dogs. They hit like a truck, man. Let's give him a bomb. Yikes. Right into my butcher. Let's use that one. Alright. Get out of my face, Mr. Policeman. Alright, that one at least only has one bullet in the chamber, so... You know what? We're going to use the Necro to face tank. We got that wonderful mage skill here. Oh, can somebody kill that stupid thing finally? There we go. One step closer to victory. Yeah, well, I'm playing this game together with my son, as a matter of fact. He loves the style as well. And I mean, it's the perfect stuff for an 8 to 9-year-old. And I love teaching him this kind of strategical stuff at the same time. He likes that stuff. And I find games like these, as a matter of fact, quite educational, you know? Let's see. No, you're supposed to trample over the body before it resurrects you, buffoon. Well, I tried. If I don't take that guy down, he'll resurrect. But I rather take a resurrected Dr. Ditto over a dead Archer here. That Archer cat really doesn't have the HP I would like to have for an Act 3 run. But we do seem to have the situation somewhat under control here. The cops are loaded. Ow. But at least I can't heal myself like no problem. I love this mage skill, really. It's one of my all-time favorites. Okay. Let's take down the doctor. Ah, and the policeman is not a threat anymore under these circumstances. Awesome. Well, I haven't had a dad who did too many like these things with me either, so I decided to do that. Those things that I wish I would have had in my childhood. It's easy, except a little bit late. And you first need a child, it's also a tad bit complicated. Alright, attack 3 to 5 times with bleed. Mutilate sounds like a really nice thing. Putrefy. It's only base attacks, inflicting rod. Nah, bleed is insanely strong. Okay, we went through that relatively unscathed. That was, considering everything how the lab works, a blazing victory. Scarf, ice immunity. Oh well. The starting mana though. I want that on him. Because that mutilate skill currently is my best asset to kill an enemy quickly. Dr. Cat. Random 6 spells. Alright. And we already encountered those dudes. Is that something, or is it terrain, or is it an enemy? With this game, you never know, man. Alright, Dr. Cat. Zap. And let's absorb that mana. Sadly, this also means that my Necromancer will rarely be capable of resurrecting undead. But well, I don't know. They did cast stasis twice, and that didn't seem to do anything. Let's not stay too optimistic here. This game, by the way, has been one of my personal favorites in the last couple of months. 124 hours as I'm speaking right now. That's it's one of the best things that I picked up recently. Crit. I tried. Okay. So far, those rolls on the Dr. Cats are pretty harmless. But, I don't know. Ooh, we can reanimate. Rise. Okay. Oh, dang. That was a bad position. Okay. Let's take down these guys first, because they stay dead once we down them. These guys try to get back up if we down them. So, relatively simple for me. I really like that my butcher has the sharp claw skill. Really making him quite lethal here. Patching up my front line a little bit. Whoa. Zombies with no regard for the safety of their friends. If they can't hurt some foes. Ah, Stasis is putting somebody into an ice block. And they did cast it twice on the same person the last time. Ah, let's use that tunnel spell. There we go. Good start so far. Let's hope for some good draft. Adubment. Ooh, random stat plus. And cleanse. Healing Salve. I love that one. Wrath of God being also a really nice one, but no. Healing Salve is the weapon of choice. Bionic neck plating. +3 speed and fragile. Oh well. I like my clerics to be mobile. Oh, it's a pinata with 5 coins. Damn. Hello, Arthur. Alright, this is the one spookiest boss that exists out there. Let's leech the bag. Please don't split the atom. Okay. Alright. What is counter? Attack things that damage you automatically. I hope that wears off after a while. Cumulative blast. Okay. Yeah, it wears off after a while. Whew. I would have been a flippin' nightmare if he now would have been a forever encounter stance. Pincushion. Oh well. How much intelligence do you have, Sid? 5. So next turn, he'll have 11 mana. Okay. Let's not use any skills then. Although I gotta say, Mutilate will come now at a very, very high price due to the thorns that this dude had to put himself on now. I don't even know if I can't use it anymore. Damn. Nightshade, that's just some poison on one of my dudes. Shatter. Alright. 3 to 5 times, that means 9 to 15 damage. Well, we can't tank that. There we go. Just wanted to get that bleeding on the dude. Necro does necro things. Promote. Okay. This is always gonna be one of the weirdest bosses out there. Ranging always somewhere between ridiculously easy and absolutely deadly. He's reflecting projectiles now, so we'd rather not spitting at him. Surf! Okay. There we go. Yeah, counterattacks can always screw you over if you don't respect them. Enemies in this game really love to execute that counter mechanic a lot, and I've had several times that a short lapse of attention, 5 seconds, annihilated in my entire team when I pumped 3 to 5 attacks blindly into a enemy that counters. It's amazing. Alright, inflict sleep. It's pretty powerful. Unearth the zombies, but it's royally costly. Or a spell that only works when you're downed. No, I'll take that sleep. Strong crowd control is always a nice thing. Huh, which syringe? Let's take yellow. Look, oh, we get to use another one. Oh well. Okay, Spun Cat. Random class basic attack that inflicts a randomly assigned debuff. That's harmless. Sort of. Infested. Chance to break equipment and attach a parasite. Oh, I hate these. These are so annoying. They clutter up your gear slots with extremely terrible things. And Stacy's. Melee infected. Yuck. Just a big fat yuck, man. Ugh. Alright, let's roll that boulder on the kitten. Boom! That's what you get. More bombs. Oh boy. This is gonna be a really difficult one. The Stacies are super annoying, as are the infested. This level is very hell-bent on inflicting permanent injuries to you. Oh yeah, we can reel that one in. Hook chuck. Pow. Now that's the crit that I wanted to see. And that bloke here, seriously, spawns random units? It's just that annoying piece of thing spawning that spawns random units on me? Oh boy. Everything in this act is so ridiculously dangerous. I mean, don't get me wrong, if you keep things under control, stuff's okay. But the moment you stop keeping things under control, it escalates like crazy here. Okay. But for now, it seems as if we are somewhat okay. Now we need to get rid of these Stacies and the infested. And this absolutely juiced up cat. Chat cat. Oh, but okay. So much about that. I don't want to use a spell that is so costly. This end. So we're going to take down this fella. Accept that my Necro is now in spit range. No! Stop it! Charm is one of the most annoying things that could happen, but luckily this guy just wasted their entire opportunity to ruin my day. Stacy needs to die. I think the Stacy just charmed the fly. This is as lucky as I can get. Alright. Bam! Take that, stupid charming cat. Okay. gears. Now, one more of these. Got that. Now we just need to hope that we're not going to receive any unwanted passengers here. Tell you what, we're going to hush down that guy. Alright. Threat under control. Whoa. This is just always a surprise how dangerous random enemies can be. Let's do it like that. Come on. Beautiful. Just a second time because I'm so annoyed of you guys. Schmexy Naga. Does breaking equipment mean it literally destroys your item for good? Yes, exactly. That's what it means. I mean, items in this game are never for in any way permanent. You only get to use them for a couple of expeditions and then they're broken. So it's not like they're destroying something that has any form of permanency, but it still can put a dent into your plans. If your run was relying on that Uber gear that you brought from the previous runs, that's just how they want to counter you. The devs of this game are wonderfully creative at bringing challenges that go against meta strategies of gamers. That's why I love it so much. Oh boy. Focused Shot versus Call of the Wild. Damn. That's a difficult one. But I'll ride with the Focus Shot. The Charmed Tum-Tums, I can't control where they're walking. Yeah, all your gear are consumables, exactly. You have several weapons that have only a limited amount of uses, and this game is very, very inclined on giving you a... on promoting a gameplay where you just improvise with whatever comes your way and do the best with just the stuff that you find each run. Very classic roguelike experience, which I very, very much enjoy. Okay, rubber arrows. Bouncy projectiles. Oh, yeah, that's pretty nice. Yeah, let's go for that. Because that should technically bounce my focus shot over to somebody else, too. Fish necklace. Damn. That one's good. But it destroys all your charisma. That's your starting mana. I need that for my tank. It's, as a matter of fact, pretty good for him. Poisonous. Inflicts poison. They already got a fly spawning ability here with Putrefy. Rot makes flies. And that's a very, very synergistic item for that character. Alright. Oh, we get to make ourselves a Stacy. Nice. As long as it's not Spewer. Well, I'ma roll with lightning. Speed up, damage down. Dirt paw. Giving it bleed and counterattacks. Damn. That I shouldn't have done. Hi, Stacy. You flippin' little melee counter cat that I accidentally created. Alright. Bam! We need to shave off all those holy shield stacks before we can hope to achieve anything. But luckily, with a necromancer, you're already pretty good at that. Ignores shield. I like that. Bam. And let's take that focus shot. I mean, the rubber effect will not happen. Let's see how bad the counter-attack thingy is. Well, 5 points, and my butcher starts bleeding too. Ah, well, only makes my my cleric busy. Well, I somewhat created a freak Pikachu clone. Pikachu, you know. But this thing is way less dangerous than the other boss you can't have here. The Spewer one is a nightmare. It's my nemesis. It's like Pac-Man, but only as the final boss. You'll see him sooner or later. Okay. Bam. 16 damage. And Stacy can counterattack on diagonal attacks. Interesting. Wow, those flies are really rocking hard. There we go. The soundtrack of this level is so odd. I somehow enjoy it way more than I should. Bam. Ah, well. Can't use the focused shot now, and my archer is a little bit banged up here. Can't do much right now. Stacy is a bit in the corner. Come on, cat. You know what? We're just going to put that thing out of its misery. You really like it, El? Wonderful. I love this game too. Basic attacks inflict soul link. Yeah, I'll take that. Okay. But that was only the preparation to the real main deal. Go to the past. Yeah, this game is just so flippin' silly, that's true. I don't know how some people manage to feel offended by it, but it's actually a thing. To some people it's just too gross and to ew, poop, you know? You know what? I'll be turning up the music a tad bit. Tell me if the music is now a little bit too loud. Alrighty. I love the Ice Age soundtrack. It's one of the coolest in the game. Pun intended. Hates Caveman, the saber-toothed cat. Yeah, that's certainly fitting. Caveman Baby. Life Steal. Oh, God. What am I even seeing here? We'll use cats as weapons. Where, man? Hey? I am really considering to let them deuce it out until they're done murdering one another and just take down the surviving part of the deal. You know what? That's how we're going to fare with that situation for now. Here, take a rock in the face. Uses cats as weapons. They didn't lie. Alright, let's use that bouncy shot. Okay, good thing we took out the little guy first. I bet that this guy would have been would have turned into something really terrible if he got to evolve. Alright, let's kill that little one here. What? Why did it pounce back? Whatever. Okay. I guess there will be 2 big guys remaining after the whole Battle Royale is over. But you know what makes Battle Royale even more royale? A bomb. In your face. I guess. Yeah. I don't know why, but this game is always cheering me up and bringing me inherently good mood. Okay. Let's put a leech into the saber-toothed cat. And I'll slowly move my necromancer ahead because this cat's brawny. Woo! Ooh, the bouncy shot. Heck yeah. Problem about my archer is that he's really a squishy one, you see. Woo! That thing's in my potty. Not cool. Wow. The dodge gear. Sick. Don't know why the saber-toothed kitten are hiding back there like that. Wonder if they're starting to run away now. Rise, my minions. Yeah, those rubber projectiles are really fun. So, if we walk like that. Yoink! Ah, those little flies, they really kick bottoms by now. Oh yeah. Let's use the holy dash. Boom. Due to her passive, it is also able to damage enemies. American chocolate is disgusting. I never tried American chocolate. Knowingly, that is. You have trample. Trample damage you deal as cleave. When a food pickup spawns, move to it. Full HP, 100% crit chance? Oh boy. Tough one. But I'll take the glutton. Okay. Woo, stem cells. Life reg item. Let's give that our archer, so it's a little bit more self-sustaining. Okay. Spears. Will attempt to pick up spears. Hates cats. Sucks that we are cats. Tell you what, man. I was afraid that might happen. The spear thing, I mean. Things on ice slide when hit. Ah, that's what happened the other time. So, we can do that here like that? Heck yeah. We can. Ah, they use these and gear themselves up with that. I see. Huh. My maximum mana is suffering too much from the fish chain. Just realized. They're increasing their damage. I don't like that. Alright. I see. Yeah, let's send the tanky cat in. I think that's not the worst choice. Alright, they can toss them spears. Damn! I really can't hook them in when I'm standing on the ice. I gotta learn that. Oh boy. Yeah, Archer being the MVP yet again. This class is just really mighty. But I'm gonna be standing back here. I don't want to accidentally get him into the crosshairs here, so this should work now though. Hook in, slap out. Let's make it like that. There we go. Now with damage resistance. And that should win the fight. Rod makes the enemy spawn a fly at the end of their turn that is on my side. So basically it's a hostile summon that gets triggered at the end of their turn. Or friendly summon if you look at it from my end. So, yeah, Caretaker is just such a good one. It's always lovely when the clerics can just keep themselves alive and kicking by just healing others. Range. Yeah, I want that. Gimme, gimme. Regen for the Necro. Even more dodge! But, yeah. I underestimated that the fish necklace does also decrease my maximum mana. Ooh. We have a solar flare effect. Pretty funny in the Ice Age. Well, the flies are low HP summons. They don't die instantaneously. That would be fleas. They work like that. Okay, what do we have here? A big bad Frod Rocksnow. Oh, it's the Flintstones. Pooble's Rocksnow. Oh boy, okay. It's a trio. Wilma, Fred. Absolutely the Flintstones. I love it. Can throw rocks. Is there a fourth one hidden? No. Bear traps. Ice attack. Healer. Can throw enemies to her allies. Alright, gotta be careful about that one in melee. Got it. So, how do we open that fight? By being a chicken. Pounce. Did you really want that? Yeah, let's slap that guy. Ah, so that's the battle strategy. I see. Smart, I give him that. Bam! Okay, better. Let's put the healing stuff on the butcher. Boink! Okay. No! Don't shove her away! Okay. Yeesh. Okay, I learned that I don't want to hook that one in. Bam. Let's hook the small guy in instead. Alright, they both tanked the solar flare because they're stupid. Okay, can't do much here with my necro. Oh, them bear traps. Okay. There we go. Yeah. Jeez, that dodge rate on my butcher is really godlike. Every time I think he's just going to get smacked, it's just yet another dodge. Feels illegal, man. Boink. Okay. But yeah, that's so far a pretty tame boss fight. Maybe I'm also just getting lucky here, I don't know. Let's apply that bleed. Of course. Let's take a bite out of the rotisserie. There we go. Slowly getting closer to victory. This guy is thrashing my my butcher hard though. And I still can't move with all the immobility in place. Okay. There we go. Good as new. Dude has a lot of brace, though. Okay. There's that. Oh, stat time. I'll take luck. Luck is never a bad thing to have. I think that might be way to go. Rubber cement. Whoa. Is that doubly working on my archer, I wonder? But now we should be capable of wearing that beauty again. Start with +1 bonus attack. Oh yeah, I want that on my necro. Okay. A Yeti. Triple hit melee attack. Close range freeze attack. And Fuzzers. Confusion. Contact confusion. Heal whenever an enemy damages itself with confusion. I flippin' hate you guys already. From the bottom of my heart. Deepest hatred. I hate you. Hate. Seriously. Confusion sucks hard in this game. Alright. There are so many of them. Good. It's dead. Alright. Dang. Whoa. The fly completely demolishing the dude. Yeah, the Yeti is standing on the ice, so I can safely just shove him away. Okay. We're getting rid of the spreaders of confusion here. No! Not my cleric! That's how quickly things can go against you here. Okay. Okay, then we are going to have an injured cleric. That triple attack is has been quite scary. Well, with the Tinkerer, Schmexy, it's a thing. You either draft a Tinkerer that is able to construct robots, and that's awesome, or you get a Tinkerer that is able to create tech points, and that is practically already awesome on itself, or you get the combination of both, or you don't get any of these, and then the Tinkerer will be always a little bit on the gimmicky side. At least that's been my impression about this character class so far. So, they, role-wise in the party, they are somewhere between damage, utility, summoners, but not really exceeding in any role, specifically, automatically. Caveman eyebrows. Caveman eyebrows. Damn, man. That's one chunky boy. Okay. Okay, last time I fought this one, I did the mistake to kill the guards, and then Lord Bunga totally bungered me. So let's see. My plan for this one is that we're only going to bunga one of his bungas, and then we're trying to bunga him on his bunga throne. Bunga? Bunga. There we go. Almost cower Bunga. Let's see how Master Dodge can handle. I love the soundtrack of this level, by the way. I was laughing quite hard when I heard that one the first time. Alright, the first of these guys is already getting a little bit lower. Cat Bunga. Yeah, definitely, man. Hi, Demonist. Alright, they're soulbound now. So I'm pretty sure that standing in front of Lord Bunga will trigger his counterattacks already. So we won't. Instead, we're doing this. Alright, meanwhile, we're going to run around and spread that healing salve as hard as we can. Okay, so far so good. First Bunga guard is down. Second Bunga guard, not yet. So far, things are looking pretty okay. As long as Lord Bunga is not getting up. Last time, combat totally escalated the moment the old man went up from his throne. Ah, alright. It doesn't have to do anything with the, with this, with his dudes. He's just getting God angry at some point. Okay. 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 So now I am already very happy about the fact that I pumped so much damage into this little guy here. What did he just kill my kitty? God gracious. It looked like he just picked it up and killed it. Because it stood in... Yeah, consumes units adjacent to him at the beginning of the turn. They didn't show that trait when he was still sitting. Good lord. Okay. Sure. That's a pretty nutty way of losing. But we might be actually capable of getting out of this. Ooh. Die. Just flippin' die. I hate this guy. Boss fights in this game are so flippin' intense, I tell you. By the time that my little guy is able to get this far in the game, he's old enough to watch that stuff. Currently, I'm very much monitoring, by the way, which parts he gets to see and which he doesn't. He doesn't get to see the video scenes, which are a little bit too off-putting and all. I'm taking care on that end. Whew! That's a spicy meatball. Alright. Now I need to learn to get that combat somewhat under control. But we won! But at what cost? Coconutic did win the battle though. Star. Gain invincibility. Plus 10 thorns. Yeah, I love that. Saber-tooth hat. Damn. That daddy shark move at the end of the combat, I really didn't see that one coming. Oof.
You're thinking about the bathroom. This is it.
So I need to get my body somehow behind Lord Bunga. Alright. I mean, at least I didn't lose this time. Hi, Mr. Beanies. Sounds like a great plan, Mr. Beanies. Oof. That was intense. But at least I now know what I need to work around. This adds in a lot of value on all the cats that are able to control the enemy's movement. It's definitely something that should have a really huge value there. 3. Okay. Let's remove the dead one. Rest in peace, Wave. Okay. Some good stats. That's a one slow cat. There was a third one? Where are you hiding? Here. Okay. Let's try something fun. Let's see. A nice little solo run. I don't know if this will work out, but I hate Blood Frenzy cats, so I'm going to try if this one can make it. Okay. I still have a hard time considering how the heck I'm supposed to get that that boss down reliably without losing the majority of my team. The Bunga one, I mean. That's just, I don't know yet. Okay, Mr. Blood Frenzy is going to go into action and either fail horribly or now just murder everybody. Blood Frenzy makes it so that whenever you kill something, you get another turn, but you're going insane. That means you don't have blood. The player doesn't get to control those turns. So I figured this might be a fun attempt of trying the challenge of just finishing a run with only one cat alone. So far, so good. Oh yeah, Rebirth is a good one. Convert corpses into healing. Of course we get the bleeding curse. Working quite solidly so far. Very nice. Well, that's not useful at all, but whatever. Maybe we'll get a better one later. Spiked collar. Nice. Thorns. Very good for a solo run. Let's see how well this will work out. Yeah, that tall grass is making it harder for them to hurt my character. And there goes the insanity. So far, so good. The whole rebirthing thing is also pretty nice. Okay. They're starting to hurt me. But at the same time, the regeneration is also pretty big, so... It's becoming a problem. There we go. Dead cat is good for me. That means I can rebirth again at a time. Going to make it like this. Ah, I have one now. Great. That was a pretty spooky one. But I mean, playing with only one cat is obviously not that easy in the first place. Okay, I will go for extra luck. We're not gonna roll with the hot path now. Let's not overdo it. Okay. But yeah, it turns out picking up a cat with Blood Frenzy was exactly as useful as I was hoping it would be. But this might be not a successful run. I don't see this guy being that strong yet. But we'll see. Inflict leeches. Okay. Very nice. Okay. Game just decided that I'm not ought to win this one. Because I can't heal anymore. I just got noped out. Damn. That's pretty rude. Oh damn. That's really sad. Let's see. It's Queen Hippo though. Health won't regen automatically. Ah, well, that does work still. Okay. Alright, let's keep moving away from that thing as far as we can. Okay. Love the fact that you can actually heal yourself off of those trash bags. I see a fair chance of us surviving this onslaught. Oh. Okay, we didn't get noped out of a run. Nice. Boo boo.
Bones littered at my feet. All I've got is rats to eat.
Okay.
Not the cat you wanna meet.
Interesting. Oh, there's a daddy shark. Oh, well. Unbound Rare, hi there. Thanks for the nice words. Yeah, Joran, I was quite surprised that we did win that one. Now we just need to survive the daddy shark. This thing has this kill instant mechanic, just like we had it with the other dude before. But, yeah. Seems as we are able... Yeah. Perfectly capable to do this like that. Yeah, it's been a wise choice to reserve that Blood Frenzy cat. This is such a great disorder for solo runs. It really is. Didn't expect it to be that awesome, but so if you're playing this yourself, if you ever come across the disorder here, it's actually worth keeping them. Well, this is one of the craziest passives in game, I agree. Okay. Sadly, the AI is very wasteful with the mana of mine. Yeah. Totally demolishing everything. I mean, the one with nothing passive does give this build an insane amount of mana whenever it is able to empty its mana pool. Yeah. Yeah, Unbound, I hear you, man. Regarding Butch, I started eventually to do runs where I just took the bare minimum, the stuff that Butch wanted. Alright, Dark Priest, Eternal Servitude. Oh, this is a fun one. But, I'm stupid. I shouldn't have taken that. I'm a psychopathic maniac. I'm killing all of my minions instantaneously. Minions are not way to go. Okay, hello there, Rat King. Insanity! But yeah, the Leech's spell basically solo carries this entire run, because the automatic AI spams that on the enemy like no tomorrow. And yeah, this does provide a very solid HP regeneration. Ah, Frank, yeah. With the Frank one, I did a lot of runs where I only went to Act 2 to get the furniture drop on the hard path, and then I retired. This was one of the most sturdy ways of getting Frank upgraded, to me personally. But I did regret it, sort of, because the loot in Act 1 is much worse than the Act 2 loot. This is really important to note. Damn, the stat bonuses get worse and worse. Let's go for the starting mana. That's one redonkulous cat. The bunker is a great place. If you can manage the bunker, I really recommend to try the crater too. In the crater you get really good stuff, evolution wise and all. But the bunker is already a very, very good place to be. Don't get me wrong. Hey, Sharky. So 5 points of damage. No, 9 points of damage. Almost. Being capable to just reduce my mana on my HP to 0, my mana to 0, not my HP, my mana to 0 is actually quite the asset. Insanity reigns. Yeah, the crater is really tough. I always love to go crater though, if I had an easy time with the desert, because then I know that I'll be able to tackle the boss fight at the beginning of the crater. And honestly, if you are past the boss fight in the crater, stuff is a lot easier there. Yeah, this is one hell of a setup, isn't it? I didn't expect it to be that good, in all honesty. I just saved the last Blood Frenzy cat that I rolled to do this eventually, and I figured that it's been a little bit too early to end the stream already, so. Hey Boris, grumble grumble. Yeah, this will be quite an easy one though. Boris does only wall up towards you if he's receiving damage. Since I'm only applying debuffs, there's only a short period of time until my counterattacks are used up. And then we're doing it like this. Jeez, that self-hurting thing is not good. Right. Ah, dang. This might be the end of our little adventure here if I don't be a little bit more attentive. So, instead of being so confrontational, we're going to be a little bit more evasional. Yeah, better now. Okay. Definitely no freebie this one. I'm not gonna go for the 0 mana extra regen. Too risky for my taste. Alright, I think at this point I'm safely regenerating every amount of damage he can do to me. With the Necros it's quite interesting. Eventually you reach the threshold where your leeches are higher than the amount of damage the enemy can do per turn, and then you're basically already on a victory line. Whew! Okay, that was surprisingly scary though in the last few meters. Warlock cat, yeah, man. Oh, damn. It's the bats. I hate the bats. Okay. Oh, they destroyed my spiked collar. Yeah, Butcher is also one of my favorites somehow. It's such a fun class. And Clerics, I kind of like I'm addicted to them. Because I love their general skill set. So we lost our necklace. Shame. Let's take the poisonous necklace. So this is gonna be the last run for tonight, then I'm going to go to bed. I see you. Fire passive, you mean the one that you lose if you kill something? That one is indeed very amazing, yeah. Oh look, we killed something. Oh look, we killed something. Very nice. Okay, I really didn't expect it to be that good so far. Yeah, the DLCs for the DLC for this game, I'm already very hyped up as well. Admittedly. And it's already clear that something like that will come. Especially new classes. I'm very much looking forward to that. Hey, big slime. Again, 3 actions per turn. One, 2, and 3. But in this regard, this boss is a very, very easy one. It's the first turn where my leeches out sustained his DPS, or damage per turn. Yeah, people in the forums are already anticipating a lot about the new classes. That's 7 for you, 5 for you. Best part is that This guy is so strong that he easily blows up one slime per turn. User 666, game good? Very, very much so. I personally see Mewgenics as the best thing that has happened to me since Darkest Dungeon. If you like Darkest Dungeon, chances are you will like this one too. They're very similar in their own way. I didn't think that it would be so easy to solo this guy. My birthday, I don't like to tell that officially so people can look it up, but I'll say as much as it's in February. You know, birthday dates are one of those things that come up in security questions quite often, so I won't be going too much into detail here. Sorry about that. Ah, no way. Great minds spawn during this month, obviously. Alright. Buttload of loot. Chance to grapple units that contact me. Double cast spells that cost low mana. Oh boy. If I'd be able to lower the cost of the leeches spell, that would be dope. That would be double cast on the leeches. Okay. There's already tons of catnip right next to me where I'm spawning at. This is a high cat. Not a low cat. Oh no, it killed something. Necrocat proceeds murdering everybody. Well, Hyorin, for me, Darkest Dungeon's problem was mostly that the game was excellent in many aspects, but it felt always a little bit like a slog. The game tempo was a little bit too sluggish and too slow for my taste. Also the roguelike aspect, you know. And they had too much of a focus on inventory management for my preference. Okay. That's gonna be one very, very powerful cat at the end of this. Frying pan. Block and counter backstabs. Let's get rid of that hippie necro look. Well, that was sudden. Okay. Yeah, that thing has such an insanely high level now, yeah. I mean, there's a very fair chance that my Necro will now just simply reach a point where the amount of leeches will just exceed the amount of damage that Spinneret can do per turn. Same logic as we had before with Boris. Solo runs are amazing in this game, they're so fun. Personally, also am a big fan of 4 times the same class, but these aren't as easy to pull off because it's entirely random if you're allowed to do so or not. It's my first one too, by the way. This one here. So... well, there's nothing here with moving, isn't it? Ah, well. Let's leech it up. Oh, self-hurting does break me free. I'll remember that. I personally feel like the hardest part about solo runs being mainly the beginning. Once that whole thing is it has gained momentum, it's actually easier than a regular run because you're just, you know, you see what I'm doing here. My base stats are so nuts, and it's so hard for them to do anything against me here. Yeah, I'm webbed like no tomorrow. But the spinneret is also very much bleeding and leeched up. She'll die eventually, one way or another. Well, I think the other classes will be much harder to do a solo run with than the Necromancer, because the Necromancer has that sick built-in self-sustain. With the other classes it will be much harder, I think. But if I remember correctly, there's an achievement for all 3 acts being ran solo, so there's enough to do. Yeah, the unlocks are a pretty good thing to do as well. I still have a lot to do myself as well. Haven't done much in the Act 2 business yet. Oh, but I gotta say, Act 2 I find also so flippin' hard. Well, I did sort of a progression guide, where I was talking about which things I deemed important to progress through. But yeah, it's, I hear you, Unbound. Okay. Almost there. Now we only need to go for the Throbbing Domain. Okay. Necrocat has kicked something. Kitten has killed yet another something. It's pretty glorious, I gotta say. This whole extra turn thing feels rather illegal to me. I heard that ideal for leveling are supposed to be 3 cat runs. Because with 3 cats, you'll end up with a roster that has very many plus skills at the end of an act. Don't know why this is supposed to be the ideal combo. Has to be a reason for that. Haven't researched it deeper yet myself, in all honesty, though. Okay. Yeah, this spell, though, clutters up the turn time quite tremendously. Because one application of the spell would be already enough. Yes, every fight gives the same amount of XP. Every fight gives you exactly 1 XP, so to speak, 1 level up. There's never more than that. Wow. Confusion doesn't proc at all due to the high luck stat of this dude. Crazy. Alright, 1 proc, 2 proc, okay. 4 proc, now my luck's over. 5 proc. Okay, I'm sorry, okay. This fleshy mind dude is a problem. But it's only a relative problem. But we need to get rid of these dudes first, I think. Alright. Why people like this game so much? Because there is a lot of different skills on each character class. There's a lot of different things you can bring into one party, and there's a lot of creativity in the skill design. Many skills in this game feel very, very powerful and game-changing, and there's almost nothing generic in terms of gameplay elements, and there's also a lot of innovative things that haven't been done so often previously in other games, so yeah. It's the sum of the parts, rather than only one thing with this game. Let's go rebirthing some. People like the fact that there are so many interesting things you can play with that are fun to use. And the game's incredibly deep. There's extremely many items, extremely many skills on each character class. It's just the depth of things that is way beyond its competition. Luck is very, very overpowered, yes. It's probably one of the most overpowered stats in game. Because it influences so many things. And the style is also very distinct. You're right about that. Thing is, the creator of this game, Edmund Macmillan, had a tremendous fan base before this game launched too. So this also carried the whole thing. But one third thing that I wanted to mention why this game is receiving so much praise lies also in the fact that it provides many challenges that are interesting if you are already good at this kind of game, so to speak. Because there's just a lot of things that that already pretty much pre-anticipate what gamers like you and me will do, and that's fun. So let's go for a little bit more of a effective thing here. There we go. Pelt that guy. That sure is a lot of leeches. Wow. The amount of damage that I'm racking up here is really heavy. What am I doing to get those repeated turns currently? I don't see what I'm killing each turn. Alright, that's for 35 points of damage already per action of mine. Meh. I can't easily tank whatever this guy is ought to do. The home base thing is you breeding the survivors of your adventures, and you get to keep their abilities, and they can basically inherit the abilities of a previous adventure. So this necromancer here can have children, and those children can inherit the abilities or passives of this guy. So you can basically deactivate the randomness, sort of, by doing a good breeding program, because you don't have to rely on rolling the skills then anymore, because you get them automatically by the breeding program. And Leeches is not a poison build, it is a vampire build. It is damage over time, but it also heals the character who's using it. It's a very important difference. Dragging me down a bit from time to time, but luckily we got so much life leech that it doesn't really matter. Whoopsie. That was my bad. Nah, whatever. Bam! Got ourselves some leeches on the dude. He's also racking up quite the life leech on me. Okay. My pleasure, it's you. I really like explaining things, you know. Always happy to have you guys as a crowd. Bam! Die. Oh boy, I didn't think that that I would be successful in the first attempt on this approach. Here we go. Victory. Let's see what the reward is for a solo run. I have no clue. I mean, except for this godlike monster cat. I mean, we can use this guy for our home defenses against world bosses. It's one thing. So, no, don't get anything, eh? No specific rewards for that. Okay. No, you can't loot the corpse of this dude. If you don't have the quest for it, it's instant death for whoever does it. Okay. I'm out for today. Thanks everybody for the great time that we had. And I just want to say good night everybody. And see you all on Sunday when I'll be streaming Menace, roughly same time. And